This is the news for today, Friday the 31st of May 2024. Trump's legal battles escalate, impact on 2024 election and beyond. Donald Trump's conviction on 34 felony counts in his hush money trial is just the beginning of his legal battles. Now, the focus turns to his potential prison sentence, the upcoming sentencing on July 11th, and the impact this could have on his campaign and the upcoming election. The charge of falsifying business records carries a punishment of up to 4 years in prison, but it will ultimately be up to the judge to decide. It remains unclear whether a former president running for re-election while facing criminal charges will have any impact on voters. Trump also faces the threat of more serious prison time in 3 other cases, but it's uncertain if they will go to trial before the November election. The conviction does not bar Trump from continuing his campaign or becoming president, and he can still vote as long as he stays out of prison. Trump's lawyers have already begun laying the groundwork for appeals, citing objections to the charges and rulings at trial. The defense has accused the judge of bias and raised objections to the charges and rulings at trial, and they may also argue that jurors were improperly allowed to hear graphic testimony from Stormy Daniels about her alleged sexual encounter with Trump, which he denies ever happened. The jury's decision shows they were not convinced by Trump's defense strategy, which relied on attacking the credibility of key witnesses, particularly Michael Cohen. Despite the conviction, leading strategists believe Trump still remains well positioned to defeat President Biden in the upcoming election. Trump and his campaign have spent weeks trying to undermine the case and have portrayed it as a politically motivated witch hunt. Trump's allies are also rushing to his defense, and his campaign reported a flood of fundraising dollars within hours of the verdict. The Biden campaign reacted to the verdict by saying Trump finally got his comeuppance, but it's unclear to what extent both Biden and his campaign will highlight Trump's conviction going forward. This is the news for today, Friday the 31st of May 2024. Kyrie Irving on Mavericks triumph, a journey to NBA Finals success. In recent news, NBA player Kyrie Irving shares his thoughts on the Dallas Mavericks winning the Western Conference Finals and returning to the NBA Finals. Irving expresses his admiration for the Mavericks' resilience and believes they have the potential to go all the way. Irving emphasizes the importance of working hard and staying focused to achieve success in the league. While acknowledging the challenges that lie ahead, Irving remains confident in his abilities and is determined to make a significant impact on the court. This is the news for today, Friday the 31st of May 2024. Rafah under fire. IDF continues operations amid global criticism and humanitarian crisis. Israel's military forces have confirmed their presence in central Rafah, despite growing international condemnation of the operation. The Israeli Defense Forces, IDF, stated that troops in central Rafah located Hamas rocket launchers, terror tunnel shafts, and weapons, and dismantled a Hamas weapons storage facility in the area. This marks a new phase in Israel's war against Hamas in Gaza, which has killed more than 36,000 Palestinians, displaced the majority of the Strip's population, and sparked a humanitarian catastrophe that has appalled international agencies. Meanwhile, international condemnation of Israel's operation in Rafah continues to grow, with the United Nations and several European allies urging Israel to comply with the International Court of Justice's order to halt military operations in the area. The US has also expressed concern over the humanitarian situation in Gaza, with President Joe Biden threatening to halt American weapons shipments to Israel if it launches a major invasion of Rafah. However, as of yet, neither US President Joe Biden nor Vice President Kamala Harris have said the incursion has crossed a red line for US. Despite the international outcry, Israel has maintained that its operation in Rafah is necessary to destroy Hamas and its infrastructure, and has vowed to continue the operation until its goals are achieved. Support. However, the reality on the ground and the real challenges Israel faces in achieving its goal of destroying Hamas are evident in the renewed fighting in Gaza. The war could potentially last well into next year, according to a top security official. This is the news for today, Friday the 31st of May 2024. Iowa battles bird flu, Governor Reynolds proclamation and the CDC's watchful eye. Iowa Governor Kim Reynolds has signed a disaster proclamation to address the spread of bird flu in the state. The proclamation will be in effect through June 27, following the detection of the highly pathogenic avian influenza in a large flock of chickens in Sioux County. Over 4 million chickens will be killed as a result. Officials have made modifications to their response efforts after a similar outbreak in Pottawatomie County last year. They are heightening communications with local veterinarians and emphasizing the importance of reporting unusual symptoms in birds. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention has reported 2 human cases of bird flu this year, both in people who work directly with animals. The risk to the public remains low, but officials are taking precautions to monitor and track the virus. Anyone experiencing unusual symptoms in cattle or flocks should report them to the Iowa Department of Agriculture and Land Stewardship. This is the news for today, Friday the 31st of May 2024. Joint British-US airstrikes in Yemen escalate amid rising tensions in the Red Sea. A joint British-US airstrikes targeting Yemen's Houthi rebels has killed at least 16 people and wounded 42 others. The strikes were carried out in response to the rebels' attacks on shipping in the Red Sea and Gulf of Aden during the Israel-Hamas conflict. The USF A-18 fighter jets involved in the strikes took off from the USS Dwight D. Eisenhower aircraft carrier in the Red Sea. The Houthi rebels claimed that one strike hit a building housing Hodeidah radio and civilian homes in the port city of Hodeidah. Images aired on the Al Masir satellite news channel showed a bloodied man being carried downstairs and others receiving aid in the hospital. The rebels described all those killed and injured as civilians, although this could not be immediately confirmed. Yemen's military spokesman alleged that the rebels targeted the USS Eisenhower in response with drones and ballistic missiles. The UK also conducted strikes on Hodeidah and Gulefika, targeting buildings housing drone control facilities. Both the US and UK have launched strikes against the Houthis since January. This is the news for today, Friday the 31st of May 2024. Biden greenlights limited use of US weapons for Ukraine strikes in Russia near Kharkiv. US President Joe Biden has given Ukraine permission to use American-supplied weapons to strike targets in Russia, but only near the Kharkiv region. This decision marks a shift in the Biden administration's stance towards the ongoing conflict. Previously, the US had imposed constraints on Ukraine's military actions against Russian targets. The new policy allows Ukraine to retaliate against Russian forces attacking or preparing to attack them in the Kharkiv region, citing counter-fire purposes. However, the US policy prohibiting Ukraine from using American-provided ATACMS or long-range missiles and other munitions to strike offensively inside Russia remains unchanged. Russian forces up until now have been taking advantage of the situation to push deeper into Ukrainian territory, leading to further casualties and destruction. The UK and several European leaders have signaled support for easing restrictions on the use of weapons by Ukraine, as it has hampered Ukraine's ability to defend itself properly in the war, as the US remains somewhat cautious about the possibility of escalation. This is the news for today, Friday the 31st of May 2024. James Webb Space Telescope unveils JADES GSZ-14-0, capturing the universe's dawn. The James Webb Space Telescope, launched in 2021, has captured the most distant known galaxy, JADES GSZ-14-0, in a record-breaking image. This galaxy is seen as it was just 290 million years after the Big Bang, at the dawn of the universe. The telescope's previous record holder was a galaxy seen at 325 million years after the Big Bang, nearly 14 billion years ago. The newly observed galaxy is much brighter than expected, suggesting that the first generation of stars were either more luminous or formed much more rapidly than conventional cosmological theories have predicted. The James Webb Space Telescope can see further across the cosmos than any previous telescope due to its capability to detect infrared light and see infrared wavelengths, which is where the ultraviolet light of these distant galaxies shifts due to the expansion of the universe. These incredibly distant observations reveal the universe in its infant state and are already transforming scientists' understanding of the early universe. This is the news for today, Friday the 31st of May 2024. Navigating AI misuse, OpenAI and Meta tackle covert influence operations. OpenAI has removed influence operations tied to Russia, China, and Israel from its platforms and banned accounts linked to 5 covert influence operations, including Russia's doppelganger and China's spamouflage. These operations use OpenAI tools including ChatGPT to generate comments and content in multiple languages, create cartoons and images, and even debug code for their campaigns. Ultimately though, the operations were found to have largely failed to gain significant traction with real people or reach large audiences. In some cases, the little authentic engagement they got was from users calling them out as fake. Ben Nimmo, principal investigator on OpenAI's intelligence and investigations team, said these operations may be using new technology, but they're still struggling with the old problem of how to get people to fall for it. He added that while AI does offer threat actors some benefits, including boosting the volume of what they can produce and improving translations across languages, it doesn't help them overcome the main challenge of distribution. OpenAI's report is the first of its kind from the company and highlights the growing concerns about the impact of generative AI on multiple elections around the world. The company has been working with people across the tech industry, civil society, and governments to cut off these bad actors. OpenAI and Meta emphasized the importance of continued vigilance in identifying and countering influence operations that may utilize AI technology. This is the news for today, Friday the 31st of May 2024. Fallen hero Jamal Mitchell, tragedy strikes Minneapolis police in deadly ambush. A Minneapolis police officer, Jamal Mitchell, was killed in an ambush shooting while responding to a call. The suspected gunman and another person were also killed, leaving a third person gravely injured. 2 other officers and a firefighter were injured in the incident. Mitchell was a father and was engaged to be married. He was honored for heroic actions last year when he and another officer rescued an elderly couple from a house fire on their 3rd day on the job. The shooting comes 3 months after 2 officers and a firefighter paramedic in the Minneapolis suburb of Burnsville were killed while responding to a domestic violence call. This is the news for today, Friday the 31st of May 2024. Stabbing in Mannheim, far-right activist Michael Sturzenberger injured at BPE rally. Several people, including a far-right anti-Islam activist, were injured in a stabbing incident in Mannheim, Germany. The assailant, armed with a knife, attacked and wounded multiple individuals in a central square before being shot by police. Among those injured was German far-right activist and anti-Islam critic Michael Sturzenberger, who was participating in a rally organized by the Citizens Movement Pax Europa, BPE, party. BPE, though claiming to be neutral, is known for its vocal opposition to Islam and has been linked to the xenophobic extreme right group Pegida. The motive for the attack is currently under investigation. Police have confirmed there is no continued danger to the public and the situation is under control. Rescue workers are on duty and have cordoned off the square. The incident took place shortly after 11:30 am, and the police department released a statement confirming the occurrence of the assault and the subsequent intervention by law enforcement personnel. This is the news for today, Friday the 31st of May 2024. Third U.S. case of H5 bird flu found in Michigan farmworker amid dairy cattle outbreak. A third person in the U.S. has tested positive for H5 bird flu in connection to an ongoing outbreak in dairy cattle, the Michigan Department of Health and Human Services announced Thursday. This is the second human case reported in the state and the fourth ever in the U.S. The individual, a farm worker, reported a cough and other respiratory symptoms, which are more typical of human influenza infections. Experts say that the addition of respiratory symptoms does not necessarily indicate that the virus has become more dangerous or that it may transmit more easily from person to person. The person had direct contact with infected cattle and notified local health officials that they were feeling sick. Their symptoms are described as mild. The patient has been given the antiviral medication oseltamivir and is isolating at home. The CDC has confirmed that the risk to the general public remains low, and research is ongoing into how infections are transmitting between cows and from cows to people who work with them. The CDC has recommended that in the meantime, dairy workers wear personal protective equipment to reduce their risk. This is the news for today, Friday the 31st of May 2024. Hamas proposes comprehensive hostage exchange with Israel amid Gaza conflict. Hamas has announced its readiness to reach a complete agreement with Israel, including a comprehensive prisoners exchange deal, if Israel stops its war and aggression against people in Gaza. The Palestinian group conveyed this position to mediators from Qatar, Egypt, and the United States. Hamas emphasized its unwillingness to participate in indirect negotiations while the ongoing Israeli aggression persists in Gaza. The group expressed its flexibility during negotiations and its positive approach in previous rounds, including the last round on May 6, when it agreed to a mediator-proposed deal shortly after Israeli forces initiated the ground offensive in Rafah. Over 240 people were taken captive on October 7 when Hamas fighters launched an attack into southern Israel, resulting in the deaths of at least 1,139 people. Israel then launched its war on Gaza, which has killed over 36,000 Palestinians, according to health officials. The conflict has reduced much of the Palestinian territory to rubble and displaced the vast majority of residents. The current ceasefire, brokered by Egypt, has provided a temporary halt to the violence, but the long-term solution remains uncertain. The international community has called for a lasting peace settlement, with the United States expressing support for a two-state solution. However, deep-rooted issues such as the status of Jerusalem and the right of return for Palestinian refugees continue to complicate the path to peace. Both Israel and Hamas face challenges in addressing the grievances of their respective populations, and it is crucial for both sides to engage in meaningful dialogue to prevent further escalations of violence in the future. This is the news for today, Friday the 31st of May 2024. Spell-off showdown, Brihad Soma triumphs in Scripps National Spelling Bee tiebreaker. Brihad Soma, a 12-year-old 7th grader from Tampa, Florida, won the Scripps National Spelling Bee after a lightning round tiebreaker called a spell-off. Soma spelled 29 out of 30 words correctly in 90 seconds, beating his competitor, Fazan Zaki, by 9 words. Soma had been rehearsing the spell-off every day for 6 months and felt confident in his chances of winning. However, some observers were disappointed with the format of the competition, feeling that it focused too much on speed and not enough on traditional spelling. The finals began with 8 spellers, but the tiebreaker was announced before Soma and Zaki had a chance to compete in a conventional round. Despite the controversy, Soma received a trophy and more than $50,000 in cash and prizes for his victory. This victory marks the second consecutive champion from the Tampa Bay area and the 29th of the last 35 spelling champions to be of Indian American descent.